What's up YouTube? I am MindBlown Chef and this is Cooking Made Simple. What is Cooking Made Simple? Well, I'm a professional chef, so what I'm doing on this channel is I'm taking recipes and I'm simplifying them. I'm either cutting something out or doing something a little different, faster, easier, so you, the viewer, can do this at home. That's what it's all about. Today's recipe, how to make homemade Pico De Gallo. Check this video all the way through because at the end I'm going to show you 2 uses in another video that we're going to use this Pico De Gallo in. 3 basic ingredients for Pico De Gallo: tomato, cilantro, and white onion. Fresh lime juice and the Serrano are optional, but those definitely add some extra depth into your Pico De Gallo. First tomato we're going to cut off the end. We're going to cut it in quarters. Now if you have any question on how to cut a tomato, I'll put a link for that. I did a video on this. I'm not going to de-seed the first one. I want to have some of those seeds inside the pico. So for the first one, I'm going to leave it whole. And I'm just going to slice nice little dices with this. Just like that. For the next tomato, we cut off the end like this last one. You're gonna quarter it, and then you're gonna take your knife, and again, I have a video demonstrating all this, and we're gonna cut off the seed just like that. For the next ingredient, I have our onion here. I also have a video on this, just in case this is the first time on my channel. I will put the link to that video, and I'll show you exactly how to cut this up. So for our Serrano, top off, I also have a video on how to cut a jalapeno, and that is basically the same thing we're doing here. I'm going to leave the seeds on. I want it to be extra spicy. If you don't want as much spice, then I recommend cutting the seed off. With our cilantro, I like to bunch it up and kind of give it a roll. And by doing that, you're able to get more of a uniform cut when you come through. Just like that. The reason why is because when you bash on your parsley and your cilantro, any green herb like that, when you're bashing on it with a knife, you're bruising it and you're creating lawn clippings. No joke, they'll smell and taste like lawn clippings. So you want to bring your knife through nice and even strokes so it slices it kind of like confetti like we have here. Then it's not all beat up. For our lime, quick tip on the lime. When you go to the grocery store and you pick out your lime, look for the shiniest and smoothest. When I say shiny and smooth, I mean the skin of the lime should be extra shiny, almost like a polished look. Those are the most juicy limes. We're gonna just cut this right down the middle, horizontally, and then I'm going to squeeze the juice into the bowl. If you have one of those fancy dancy schmancy lime juicer, whatever you want to call them, use that. I don't have one, I just use my hands. I was totally kidding, I have one, but I just didn't want to discourage you guys that don't have one. See how nice that is? Makes it a lot easier. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add salt and pepper to this to taste. The thing with this mixture that a lot of people don't take into consideration, when you put salt inside of an item like this, salt draws out moisture. So I highly recommend seasoning this and sticking in the fridge for about 15 minutes before you eat it. You'll notice that the pico has way more flavor in it, and that's because the salt actually draws out the moisture, bringing out all the flavors and marrying them together. That's got a little kick to it. Tastes great. As you will see, the bottom of this is starting to get some nice juices forming already from the salt. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up. Hey, come check out my channel. I will put the link in the description below, and I'll put the link to all the videos in case you need to know how to cut. Alright, give it a little taste. Woo! That's good Pico De Gallo right there, a little spice. Like I said, if you don't want to use the jalapeno, you don't have to. I didn't use the jalapeno, so I don't know what I'm talking about.